Okay. Craft weapon mode. Επειδή είχαμε πάρει εκείνο θα το δούμε την άλλη φορά που θα μπούμε. Hello.
I didn't believe Bo when he said y'all went in the crystal. But here you are, coming right back through the damn thing.
Yeah.
I think Brabus let me live on the technical. They certainly weren't because of my fighting skills.
Well, don't be sad. Oh, wait, αυτός τι κάνει?
What aid can dwell provide?
What aid can dwell? I'd like to ask you some questions.
Of course, Paxeltech.
Ah, Paxel. What are you?
Yes, that is always the question.
Okay.
I am Pan, from the world of Yesha, where the eternal Empress reigns, the Doe and Ravager run free, and the balance breathes life to the jungle.
Wait.
Or so it used to be.
Yes, εκεί θα πάμε τώρα. Tell me more. It sounds amazing.
It is Paxeltech. Yesha is kin mother to us all.
Okay.
Yet she suffers.
She suffers, άρα είναι queen.
Long and long have the immortals oppressed the common Pan, wielding their power as if it were something they had earned or deserved. The Pan have rebelled against this tyranny, and for a time it looks as if we could win. Then the pestilence came. What Paxeltech call the root.
The
When
root?
I last saw her, Yesha languished under the pestilence. The Ravager prowls, and the Doe is lost.
The
The
root.
rebellion continues,
The root.
but my people ache for relief.
The root is on fire. You know well. Isn't really a name, right? How did you get here? How does Paxeltech mean how did you get here?
Ah, the Paxeltech Fort, the founder. On its last visit to Yesha, it said it was possible. I do not understand the complexities myself, but now I am here.
Okay, Paxeltech. What does Paxeltech... Όχι. How do you know for?
Ford came to Yesha many times, aiding the rebels against the tyranny of immortals. His desire to protect was clear even then, as was his craft for violence, which he freely shared. Dwell did not learn Paxeltech Ford's violence, but shared in aiding the rebels with the same wares I offer here. Both aided rebellion, so both shared imprisonment. Oh, I languished for years, a cost I had never hoped to pay. But another Paxeltech, the one they say wanders the worlds, came to free the Ford, and the Ford freed Dwell, and many others.
Α, μιλάει για το Remnant 1. What does Paxeltech mean exactly?
Paxeltech, foreign to the Pan, meaningless, perhaps on Paxeltech world, but it is at home on Dwell's tongue.
Okay, you know Dwell isn't really name, right?
Not Paxeltech name, perhaps, but it is my name whilst I live among Paxeltech tongues.
Ναι, είναι σαν αυτό που λένε, ξέρω εγώ, όταν έρχονται από Πακιστάν ή Αλβανία και λένε, με λένε Γιώργο, με λένε και λένε τα πιο generic ονόματα, τα ελληνικά, ξέρω εγώ, όταν τους ρωτάς ποιο είναι το όνομά τους. Και είναι όλοι Γιώργηδες, ξέρω, και Αντρέας. Μάλλον κάτι τέτοιο είναι το Dwell. Tell me about your wares.
They are crafted using a special crystal found only on Yesha. The Ahane, the priests of the Ban, forbid the crystal's use among commoners. But the Gul are craftier
The Gul?
than Ahane know.
Oh.
Long and long have the Gul used the crystals for weapons, or even cruder things, like soups.
Soups?
It takes an artisan like Dwell to bring out their full potential.
If they're only found on Yesa, how do you get them here?
Does it hope to steal Dwell's chain of supply? No.
You steal?
Dwell's success does not come from handing out his secrets.
Οκ.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes.
What was that? Μάλλον επειδή τον είπαμε κλέφτη. Oh, damn. Ah, yes. Μας κάμαρε 2 dialogues. Let's see what you can make.
I use only the purest crystals. Those the Ahane would
Okay.
keep for themselves.
Let me see then. Α, τα relic fragments. Upgrade striker. Επειδή πήραμε το πρώτο mutator, μπορεί να το κάνει upgrade. Με corrupted luminite crystals και scraps. Για τα meelees. Wow. Melee hits increase melee damage for 5 seconds, max 5 stacks. Οκ. Αυτό είναι αρκετά interesting. Μου φαίνεται. Φαντάζομαι να βάλουμε αυτό και τα Wolverines, τα νύχια. Αλλά βρίσκουμε εύκολα Corrupted Luminite, δεν θυμάμαι πού τα βρήκαμε. Damn it. Yes. Θα το κάνω μία φορά. Ίσως να κραφτάρουμε Receive a red that matches your character level. Relic dust. Οκ, άρα τα χρησιμοποιήσω όλα. Εγώ θέλω να δούμε πώς θα κάνουμε έξτρα πέτρα. Επειδή βρήκαμε το σπάνιο crystal. Relic dust. 75 θέλει αυτό. Α, μήπως κάνει και κλειδιά, λέει ο κύβος. Κάνει κύβους και μάλλον θα ανοίγουμε τις καινούργιες πόρτες, στη Γέισα και στα άλλα maps. Okay, interesting. Battle Mage. Skill activation grants mage strike for 10 seconds. Απλά δεν θυμάμαι αυτά τώρα, το μπλε, το κόκκινο και το κίτρινο τα έχουμε, αλλά ποιο είναι για live θέλω να βάλω.
All roads lead to Dwem.
Thank you. Thank you, Russia. Γιατί μιλάει όμως έτσι?
Maybe just need to go see Riggs. He can probably help with my gun.
Οκ, εδώ το είχαμε φεϊλάρει την προηγούμενη φορά.
Couldn't stay out of trouble, huh?
Ναι. Μάλλον θα το προσπαθήσουμε στο multiplayer να δούμε άμα μας βγάλει το dialogue για το range.
Ready to buy, huh? Hope you got enough scrap to back up that decision.
Okay, we actually want this. Nice.
That ought to keep you alive a bit longer. Don't do anything I would do. I'll have to
Shut up.
you for it.
Okay, πάμε να τα τεστάρουμε. Εδώ είχαμε πει 230 ήταν το max. Κάτι τέτοιο θυμάμαι. Ωραία, άμα βάλουμε και το mutator. Striker plus 1. Wow. Σοβαρό damage. Wow. Όχι ρε φίλε, γιατί είναι τόσο κακό? Το περίμενα πιο γρήγορο. Damn it. Αλλά τι level το έχουμε το ματσέτε? Plus 5. Είναι plus 5 όμως. But we look so good though, I don't know. Damn it. Γιατί δεν αξίζει τίποτα?
I'm good for big game, but not so much what I'm after.
Okay. Αυτά εδώ.
Everyone likes Miss Clementine. She's super nice.
What are you supposed to be with that getup?
What?
Have you seen Miss Clementine? I can't find her.
Okay kids, don't get lost.
We gotta watch our own. No one else will.
Ειδικά εσύ, if you get lost. Ύποπτο μούλικο. Okay, ο Ford, where is he? Where the fuck is he? Okay. Και έχουμε και το chest που δεν ανοίξαμε. Okay. Do you have any secrets? What? Δεν μπορείς να τους μιλήσεις. Scam. What? Hello?
Everyone likes Miss Clementine. She's super nice.
Hey kid, why are you not talking to me?
What are you supposed to be with that getup?
You think you're tough? Come on. You don't even have a gun. Κόλλησε αυτό, δεν μπορούμε να του μιλήσουμε. Όχι, καινούριο. Who are you?
Miss Clementine didn't use that floating stone, did she? Mom says we shouldn't use it.
Κάτι συμβαίνει.
Old Ford's gone, but my pa says he does that all the time.
Okay. Maybe he will come back then. Don't tell him. Okay, άρα εδώ έχει πέτρες, εδώ έχει όπλα. Τι ψάχνουμε εμείς? The fuck? All right. Ίσως πάμε να μιλήσουμε πρώτα σε όλους και μετά να φύγουμε για αποστολή. Oh, wait. Here you are.
Hey, again?
Again, yes. No sign of Clementine yet. I'm still looking.
Yeah, good. Let me know when you know something, right? Any way I can help? Questions?
Yeah, questions. How's Cass?
She's doing great. Can't keep her
Νομίζω
down, really.
μας τα έχουν ξαναπεί
I don't
αυτά.
know what she was doing all that time. Anyway, all that anxiety of hers turned out to be pretty helpful. She even set up shop over toward the entrance gate. You should go see her.
Oh.
She don't show it, but she's worried sick about you. Keeps talking about leaving, but never does. I've seen that before.
Ναι, αλλά γιατί τα dialogues είναι πάλι ξανά τα ίδια ενώ δεν μπορούμε να παίξουμε το London? Εγώ εκεί λίγο σκαλώνω, γιατί πώς γίνεται αυτό? Where's the gold stone out here?
Yeah, so after you and the founder went missing,
Εγώ δεν μπορούμε και να φαρμάρουμε έτσι.
Found the stone floating and glowing like the old days. And I had a hunch what happened. Not my first experience with this thing, you know. I wanted it out here this time, so we could help anyone who came through right away. Turns out that was the right choice. Who knows how long it would have taken you to get out of that old ward.
Whoa, you said this isn't your first experience with the Wardstone. Where did you think Clementine was before I told you?
I mean, I knew she was gone. I just didn't know she was that gone. Clem takes off from time to time, you know? It's just her way. She'll
Run away.
disappear for hours, sometimes days at a time. Well, I never liked it, but she can take care of herself, yeah? And it's not like I could stop her anyway. And she always came back saying she just needed to be alone for a while, and I can respect that. I I just wish she'd talk to someone.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Are you worried about Ford though?
Yeah, well, the Founder's his own thing, ain't he? It's not the first time he's disappeared on us. Not even the 5th time. Commander Ford, the Founder's granddaughter, used to say relying on the Founder was like running across rubble. Now, you could do it for a while, but sooner or later, it'll let you down. Now, I don't know if I'd go that far, but Founder Ford, he was always more of like, well, more of an idea to us than a leader. Hell, when I was a kid, everyone thought he'd been dead for years. But that's the thing about the Founder, he never stays gone. A week, a year, a decade. Somehow he always finds his way back here.
Okay. You said this isn't your first experience with the Warstone.
Right. So, long time ago, when the Root were still everywhere, I helped the Wanderer get to the oldest ward somewhere out past the... tell the truth, I don't even know where it is. Now that's the thing about the Worldstone. They don't give you any idea where you are or how you got there. I don't know how the Wanderer got used to it.
Okay, tell me about the Wanderer, το παλιό μας character.
Yeah, that's what they call him. Yeah, I didn't come up with it. Yeah, the Wanderer did all the real stuff. Entered the ward, fought the Root, found Clementine.
Wait.
Anyway, yeah, I know better than most. Anything can come out of one of these things.
Did we found Clementine στο 1?
If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay. Alright. Then, I guess I'll see you. Ίσως πρέπει να το κραφτάρουμε το mod για να προχωρήσουμε. Και νομίζω αυτά τα είχαμε διαβάσει. Ellen is gone. I forgot about this thing, but it seems as good a place as any to document. Yeah. Αυτό το chest εδώ πρέπει να ανοίξουμε. Αυτά εδώ δεν είχαμε διαβάσει όμως. Dognora said I should try writing down my thoughts. Not sure how long I've been here in War 13 that days just split together. It's kind of like sleepwalking without ever waking. It sounds harsh, but I can't help feeling that way. I know I'm doing a good thing, keeping the people here safe from the remaining root, but somehow I still feel empty. Why can't I shake the feeling that I don't belong and never I will? I get so tired of pretending that I do. Maybe I feel like this because I've been away from Earth longer than I was ever here. Doesn't help that I'm well over a century old. How weird is that? Makes my head hurt to think about it. Only Ford really knows what it's like out there on other worlds. But he refused to talk about it. I feel so alone. One of our ranks wandered too far outside the world and the root almost got them. Luckily, Boy and I showed up just in time and I was able to save them. I should be satisfied. Another life saved. Why can't that be enough? Something's wrong with me. My heart is numb and I don't know why. The people here, they are not bad to me or anything, but in a lot of ways I'm just a weapon to them. Just an anti-root defense system. I know how desperate things are and how much they need me, but I can't help but resent it. And then there's Bo. He's the opposite. Treats me like a piece of glass that could break at any moment. So fragile. I know he means well, maybe too well, but I can't help feeling like he thinks keeping me safe will somehow make up for not saving someone from his past. Maybe that's an awful thing to say. He really is a nice guy, damn it all. Why is everything always so messed up? I dreamed about you again, old friend. Suddenly I was back on Resum. Resum? For that brief moment I felt connected, alive, loved. When I woke up my pillow was wet with tears. Luckily no one saw it. I miss you so much. No one knows me like you. You're my best friend. You're my best friend. You saved my life in so many ways. Why couldn't it last? Life was perfect until a wanderer showed up and ruined everything. That wanderer, we ruined everything? I mean, okay, maybe perfect is an overstatement, but we had our hands full keeping the root at bay. And it was inevitable that I would have to leave you one day. That whole time was hurting you. It breaks my heart to think about it. The wanderer made me face the truth that I couldn't stay. But ever since I left, there's been this fog over everything. I'm so lost. I don't know if anywhere will ever feel like home again. With you, I felt needed. Not for my powers, but for me. If that makes any sense. Anyways, I hope you're well, old friend. In my heart, I know you're better off without me. Yes, that will have to be enough. I keep having strange dreams. They are of some surreal place that almost feels like it's been dimensions or something. It keeps changing, shifting. I don't know. Hard to explain. And there's a voice. It keeps calling out to me, telling me I'm needed elsewhere. Between the dreams and this restless feeling I can't shake, it makes me wonder if I should leave. But to go where? To do what? To stop the deadwood here on Earth, but they won't quit it till everyone everywhere is dead and gone. They're still terrorizing other worlds. And here we are pretending everything's alright. Like all that matters is this little slice of peace we found. But I've been to other worlds. I know there's more out there than just us. Can I keep ignoring this feeling telling me it's time to leave? God, now I sound like damn Ford. Shoot me. Damn. Ford is a cage bastard. I can't believe I used to sort of look up to him. Back then, I let myself buy into the idea that he's a living legend. But really he's just a man. As riddled with flaws as the rest of us. Maybe more. He had a hand in destroying the world and now he doesn't run away. From his guilt, his responsibilities, the people he loves, me, himself, anyone. I swear, I'll be like that. I want to run to something, not away. Just need to figure out what I'm running to, is all. Anyways, he received a weird package from an old friend, he said. Some drifter passed through and dropped it off for him. How the hell does anyone ever send the package in this apocalyptic hellhole? I don't trust him. He's planning something. Something big. I can feel it in my bones. Knowing him, he's probably going to cut and run away. Again. That's it. I can't just spin my wheels anymore. I'm going insane. Ford isn't the only one who can up and leave whenever he feels like it. First chance I get, I'm fucking gone. And she left, actually. She said it and she did it. She did it. Ouch, ouch. Και δεν μπορούσαμε και να τη μιλήσουμε κιόλας. Αρνιόταν. Ίσως να προχωρήσουμε το quest.
This better be good.
Okay. Can you craft something?
All right, let's have a look.
All right. Here you go. I have a bone shop. Boom! Achievement, expanding horizons.
We're finished here.
Hell yeah. Oh fuck. Το έβαλα.
You're back.
Oh, αυτό δεν μου αρέσει π.χ. Δεν μπορούμε να κουνήσουμε το I guess I'll leave.
Okay, that's all you get. Bye now.
Shit. Δεν μας δείχνει όμως σε επόμενο quest. Mutator εδώ δεν έχουμε. Πρέπει να ξαναβάλουμε εδώ το Mutator. Damn it, man. Και εδώ πέρα... είναι το... Okay. Voltaic Ranger είχαμε πει είναι το Shock και Overloaded. Άρα στην ουσία πετάει ένα orb. That pulses every... αυτά τα orbs που πετούσε. Καλό πρέπει να είναι αυτό, γιατί θα κάνει damage. Βασικά θα το βάλω στο πλάκι, γιατί άμα το βάλουμε στο πλάκι... έχουμε στο πλάκι το... Oh, wait, guys. Μόλις μου ήρθε η ιδέα. Θα πάμε να αγοράσουμε ένα άλλο πλάκι που θα κάνει damage με μία σφαίρα, ξέρω. Οπότε δεν το χρησιμοποιούμε και πάρα πολύ. Δηλαδή για αυτό το boss που παίξαμε θα ήταν πολύ χρήσιμο να είχαμε για μία σφαίρα.
treating you? I could treat you worse if you like.
What the hell?
Looking to buy, huh? Hope you got the scrap for it. Quality ain't cheap.
Ray. No, δεν έχουμε. Damn, αυτό ήθελα. 110 damage, wow. Πρέπει να πάμε να φαρμάρουμε. 8 damage με silencer. Και αυτό θα... 30 magazines. Πολύ λίγο damage. Αυτό εδώ θέλω. Και να βάλουμε εδώ πέρα το orb. Οπότε θα πετάμε το orb. Damn, he's a weirdo. Οπότε θα κάνεις αυτή την αλλαγή, ξέρω εγώ. Hello. Το βλέπω το mutator, αλλά δεν ενεργοποιείται. Ίσως δεν είναι έτοιμο ακόμα.
I know the boat kid's in charge, but I bet money Bravis has already thought about no less than 5 ways on how to take over this joint.
Right. Σε αυτούς μιλήσαμε. Dos. Are you calling me?
God damn, it is you. The rumors had me thinking I might not ever see you again.
What? What did you hear? Yeah, for a while I wasn't sure if I'll make it back.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said you ran off with that old Ford fella and disappeared, and I ain't seen you since. Where have you been?
I helped Ford into some buried rusted place so he could reactivate the salt crystal, claiming it got taken by something. So I went after her.
That tracks. Someone gets in trouble, so you go on after her. Just remember, you owe me still. That debt's non-transferable. I'm guessing this thing with Clementine had something to do with that big-ass crystal floating over there.
Τι kind of
Both said it
scribbles?
can take you other places. Other worlds, even. Feels like anything can be true here. They even healed my root rot. I tell you what, I might just start believing in fairy tales. Even Santa Claus and Fulton's Blend.
Okay. So she's fully healed. Τη θεράπευσαν τελείως. Και ποια είναι αυτή που την γνωρίσαμε στο δρόμο, τη βρήκαμε. So you're all better, you look great. They really cured you.
Yeah, I don't know what's in that stuff Doc Nora gave me, but I ain't felt this good for years.
Okay.
No, maybe it was Fulton's Blend.
So what are you doing now?
You know me. I get anxious sitting still for too long. So, I went out to the ruins and scrounged anything useful I could find.
Oh,
I was
scraps.
just doing what I do to survive, you know. Maybe get some things together for when we moved on, but then you didn't come back. And Bo said folks around here could use this stuff, so I set up shop.
What?
So, hey, if you ever need anything out there in the worlds or whatever, you just let me know. I got all kinds of stuff for trade.
She has a shop now. Hey, I'm going to ask you some questions.
Sure. What you got?
How are you settling?
You
Are
know
you
me.
okay?
I don't settle so much as stop moving on for a while. Though I like any place with a warm bed and decent food.
Yeah,
but
true.
now that I think about it, there's something different about this place. I mean, besides weird shit like floating crystals and girls that shoot light out of their hands. The people here are... they're good. They help each other. I think most of them like each other. I ain't seen that in a long time.
Like how? How do you mean?
Maybe-
Like?
Ever. I don't know if you've met them all yet, but
No.
do, eh? They're good folk. And I can tell you who does what if you want. I've been around here long enough for that, at least.
Okay, it's kind of dangerous out there. Do you know anyone who could give me an edge? Do you think you might actually stay here?
I don't know. Why? You ready to move on or something?
Yeah. I wanted to leave. I can't. There's still a lot the opposite, actually. I like it here.
Oh, I get it. You just want to know if I've gone soft for this place, huh? I admit, I'm starting to take a shine to it. This is the first place in a long while that's felt anything like home. I mean,
Yeah.
you know me. Comfort makes me skittish, but I don't know. It feels like it'd be hard to get too comfortable in a place with glowing portals and talking goats. Anyway, I just want to
Wait.
stick around and see what happens next. at least
Talking
for now.
goats?
We'll see.
Well, it's kind of dead. Does anyone sell meds or something?
You'll want to talk to Reggie. He's got all kinds of cures and tonics. A fix to what ails you, he says. And while you're over there, see if you can figure out what's going on with that old mudtooth. He's got some crazy stories, but I can't tell if any of them are true. His stew's pretty good too, once you get used to the smell. It'll keep you on your feet for days.
Του μίλησαμε νομίζω ήδη. Does anyone here could give me an age?
Have you met Dwell yet?
Dwell, eh? What kind of name's Dwell?
Not a human one, that's for sure. He calls himself a pan from some place called Yesha.
Αυτός με
I
τα
tell you what, I
crystals.
don't understand half of what he's talking about. But the crystals he sells are like nothing I've ever seen. Might be just what you're looking for.
Okay. Maybe. I don't have anything else.
Need something else?
Maybe see your wares? What is this? Simulacrum πουλάει! Εγώ νόμιζα αυτό ήταν σπάνιο, ρε. Decayed margin. Gain 3% of base melee damage dealt as lifesteal. For each 25% missing health, gain 3% additional melee lifesteal. Αυτό είναι πολύ καλό. Ειδικά άμα το βάλεις, ξέρω εγώ, στα Wolverine, στα νύχια. Και πουλάει και rings. A carry war band. On perfect dodge increases critical chance by 10% critical damage. Oh, wow. Irons επίσης και braided thorns. Increase critical chance. Hunters often collected twisted root brambles from their fallen foes, either as trophies or for use as lucky charms. They believe that killing one enemy would grant them the power to defeat all others. Νομίζω το είχαμε στο 1 αυτό. Με το critical. Καλό είναι. During one of my visits to Rome, I was able to witness firsthand the Akari's remarkable skill in subterfuge and evasion. Their ability to deftly avoid their adversaries before delivering a decisive blow was a testament to their combat expertise. The ring carries with it the proud legacy of the Akari tribe's history. Wow. Cass. Η φίλη μας η Cass. Scrap Merchant. Άρα θέλει scraps αυτή. Αξίζουν όλα νομίζω.
You know where to find me.
Yeah, okay. I got you. Hey, Scribbles. Hey, man. What's up? I'd like to see your wares. Field Medic Mask. Μπορώ να πάρω το Medic. Trainer Bracer. 10 weight. Okay. Trainer. Βασικά μπορούμε να πάρουμε ό,τι θέλουμε. Αυτό δεν είναι και πολύ καλό. 2 εναντίον... Αυτά δεν κοιτούσαμε την άλλη φορά. και bruiser μπορείς να γίνεις αρκεί να έχεις scraps. Anastasia's ring. When receiving healing effects, gain haste for 10 seconds. Τι είναι το haste? A beautiful and solid ring adorned with hand-painted swirls. The engraving speaks to an aspiration that not even the root could defile. I knew an artist one, real keen eye. She showed me there's beauty in all worlds, including our own, as it was and as it is now. If you can see... Oh! Τι γράφει? Art is the highest form of hope. Wow. If you can see it for yourself, well, I'm sure she will show you too. Haste. Για 10 second. While receiving healing effects. Πολύ ακριβό όμως. 3.000 δηλαδή... Είναι αρκετό farm για scraps. Okay, Scribbles. Good luck. Thank you.
Can't say I understand that old Ford, but he ain't never content here. Something haunts him. You can see it in his eyes. Deadwood are still out there, even the big ones.
Okay. Ας μιλήσουμε στη γιατρό να την ευχαριστήσουμε που έχει θεράπησε την Cass.
Hey there, traveler.
Hey.
Go on then.
What did you find the ancient hospitals?
Tons.
Α, δεν
The
έχει.
old humans knew a lot about the human body, it turns out. Stuff even Grandpa didn't know. Did you know they used to be able to replace a man's lungs with someone else's?
Wait.
Or put a dead man's liver in someone whose liver didn't work anymore? To think of all the folks Grandpa and I could have saved if we had that kind of know-how.
Okay, θα βάλουμε την πρώτη επιλογή. I'm surprised there's anything left in those
There's
ruins.
plenty if you know what to look for.
Okay.
Most of the basic meds are long gone, but there's still plenty of specialized tools and ingredients there. Stuff no one knows what to do with but me and my grandfather. What they don't got, what I never found once, is a cure for root rot. That's why so many folks died when the root first showed up. Grandpa had to invent a treatment on his own.
Oh,
Need
okay.
anything else, Sunshine?
Maybe see your
What
wares.
you need?
Και αυτή πουλάει τα medics. Perhaps once a shiny silver now bears the marks of time and wear. It's a rare sight to see that symbol nowadays. Το είχαμε διαβάσει και αυτό. Purified self για το cares. Αυτές οι σφαίρες. Removes overload, defect and increase shock resistance. Αυτά έπρεπε να είχαμε πάρει. Like last 10 minutes κιόλας. Νομίζω θέλω κάμποσα τέτοια. Ίσως να πάρουμε 2 ethereal orbs. Removes corroded effect, increases acid resistance by 15. Να πάρουμε 2 απ' όλα. Αυτό βγάζει το burning. Και αυτό stops the bleeding. Oh man. Δεν έχουμε να αγοράσουμε ρε φίλε. Θα χρειαστούμε αρκετά τέτοια είναι η αλήθεια. 14. Spent so much time flipping through the old medical journals. Τα είχαμε διαβάσει. Jacob came for a visit while Lily was harvesting the garden. It cut up his thumb tilling the earth, but didn't complain none. He and Lily are something else. I don't know where he would be without that little garden of theirs. Best part is that they grew more than carrots and tomatoes in the garden. Okay. Fills my heart with joy just thinking about it, okay? The founder forged a tough nut to crack, I tell you that. I tried to get him to open, but I can see a word of heart in those eyes, but he prefers to keep it to himself. Suppose that's his right. Everyone handles heartache in their own way. Those rowdy kiddos scrap themselves up good today. Άρα μιλάει για όλους τους patients, ας πούμε. Maybe I should have a chat with Matthew about those stories of his. Ah, okay. Dwayne came by with an upset stomach again. Poor thing. I told him if it looks nasty, don't eat it. Give him the usual to settle his stomach, but it won't be long until he's back for no more. Poor Wally. I feel so bad for that one. Some folks think he's a bit touched in the head, but it's not like that. It's just got bad dreams. He humors me, but I have a feeling that tea just watering the garden never makes it down his throat. Doubt it helped anyway, but I gotta try. It's my job to help folks here. What am I gonna do without old Madtooth? He was still as stone in his chair earlier, and I was sure he was a goner. Still, when he's not dozing off, he's leading up that stew of his. I know he's just trying to help, but I don't think folks know what they are getting into with it. All I can do is give them some nice tea and try to keep them distracted and calm until the effects wear off. That ain't normal, stew. So I just took Riggs over my knee and whooped him. The two of us practically had to drag him here. Imagine what would happen tomorrow if we lost Riggs. Found a small pile of scrap on my table the next day. He never admitted, but I know it was him. He's so dang nice. Whispers came through for some throat lozenges today. I always make sure I have some around just for him. I've looked through all my scrouts trying to find some way to help him, but I've tried this or that and there's nothing to it. So, as Grabber says, less prison will let you down eventually. You gotta make sure your soul's in good shape, since that's all you get to keep in the end. The longer I'm a doctor, the longer that rings true. Okay, τα θυμάμαι τώρα όλα. I've read about this. Read slow. Okay. It's not something I can fix, unfortunately, and it's likely to get worse over time, so I just smile and act like I've never heard the story before. Don't think I could bring myself to tell him I've heard some of them 100 times already. Anyone call us. Enough to make Reggie said doesn't belong in War 13. Just like Founder Ford and Bo, our little Clem ain't aging like normal. None of my books explain something like that. Bo seems to think it's cause he takes real good care of himself. 132 χρονών, ρε. The other side I can tell Clem is sad. Poor girl carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. And much like Ford won't let anyone in. Maybe a diary would help. Had a nice little chat with Macabre. She would kill me if I ever told anyone what she told me. So I'll keep it to myself. He's polite enough, but I don't know what to think about Dwell. He's from heck someplace I ain't never heard of. Αυτό με τα κρίσταλα, από το Γύσα. He's always thinking about some dough and Ravager giving me the willies. Still, he's one of us. I can help him in some way. I don't know a thing about pan physiology. Heard the rumor that one of our townsfolk is getting jittery. Ναι, αυτή τη φορά καταλαβαίνω περισσότερα. Hopefully just talk. They're gonna know they wouldn't last long out there on their own. Our gal Clem can't save everyone who wanders too far outside our walls. I figure I will try and find who it is and whip out some of the anxiety herbs. Πιστεύω και σε γιατροσόφια τέτοια.
Hey there, traveler.
Αλλά δεν έχει να τις μιλήσουμε. Ξέρω να τις πούμε κάτι άλλο. Τίποτα. No, thanks. Θα μαζέψω scraps και θα έρθω να τα αγοράσω όλα.
The sea is real proof the root can't
really gone
destroy
for
us.
good?
Dunno. But I don't think it matters. We gotta find joy where we can while we can.
Okay.
Met any of them former mud dogs? Glad I never ran into them before I found
Α, πρέπει να μιλήσουμε και στα Mad Dogs.
I've seen what the root did to the world. They couldn't destroy its beauty. Feels like Brad is still with me, you know? Watching over me.
Who is Brad?
Thank God
You
for
ever feel
Audrey
like
here.
that?
She's just the best of us all.
Uh-huh.
You ever lost someone, stranger? Most of us have.
Yeah.
It's important to talk about it.
A lot of fear out there, you know? It's the only way to live. Was the only way to live.
You've been out in the city,
For
yeah?
this place.
It's so beautiful. The way nature's reclaiming it.
Wait, what city are you talking about? What?
Can't imagine all that old Ford must have lost. He's outlived everyone he knows.
Wesley here's got such a good heart. As good as my Brad. Folks here in the ward take such good care of each other. We're really lucky.
Okay.
There's gotta be other communities like this one in the world.
What?
Wonder if we can find them.
Whoa. Chill out,
The
guys.
ocean's so beautiful.
Γιατί μιλάνε τώρα?
So peaceful.
The fuck?
I love
Did you
it.
come out of that big orange crystal? How's it float in the air like that? Ma and Pa and Mr. Ward and everyone won't let me touch it.
Yeah, you shouldn't touch it actually. It's dangerous. Εδώ θυμάμαι είχε... ένα mud, κάτι μπορείς να θάψεις. Like, what is this? Και αυτό αξίζει να ψάξουμε να βρούμε τι είναι. Αυτό και τον κωδικό. Hello.
Do you know where Mr. Ford is? Pa says he left again, but you know what I think?
What?
I think he went back in time. That's why he's so old.
Oh, you know stuff,
You ever
huh?
met anyone who can tell the future? I have. He lives right here in town. Where'd you come from? I grew up here.
Whoa.
Right over there.
Okay, you grew up here? That's interesting. Εμείς έχουμε increase range of firearms 35% πολύ καλό. Firearms grants 2 stacks of bulwark when or below 50% max health. Αυτό δεν ξέρω. Τι κάνει? Τι είναι το bulwark, δεν ξέρω. Θα έπρεπε κάπως να μας... Τα fuck, κατουράει. Οπότε στο αλλάξω αυτό. Όταν δεν ξέρω τι κάνουν, after picking up ammo, increase the damage of that ammo. Για 20 seconds αυτό είναι καλό. Or increase reload speed αυτό... Wait. Αυτά τα έχω ήδη εκεί. Μόνο αυτό μπορώ να βάλω. Increase all damages. Μόνο ένα ring μπορώ να βάλω. Δεν έχουμε rings. Damn it, guys. Okay. Αρκετά καλά τα άλλα τρία. Αυτά τα κρατάμε.
Do you know how to fix old weapons and stuff?
Maybe.
Miss Ava does. I like to watch her work sometimes, but she won't let me watch no more.
Yeah.
Won't tell me why neither. Do you know how to fix old weapons and stuff?
Okay.
Miss Ava does. I like to watch her work sometimes,
I love
but
that
she won't
smell.
let me watch no more. Won't
Do
tell
you
me
ever
why.
think about what you want to add to the world? I do all the time. More people should.
Is this your kid?
Some folks are down on the founder for leaving us all those years. I figure he was doing what he thought was right.
Okay.
You only get 1 carrot from 1 seed, but you also get 1,000 more seeds. That's a lot of future carrots.
Κάτσε. Άρα, όταν πάρεις ένα καρότο, μπορείς να το σπάσεις σε 100 καρότα. Στην ουσία, θα έχει 100 seeds μέσα. Τα καρότα έχουν seeds.
I wonder how Riggs is doing.
Είχα αυτή την απορία για τις πιπεριές τώρα πρόσφατα. Εν τω μεταξύ και λέει, και να πάρεις πιπεριά, δεν θα βγαίνει όλο τον χρόνο.
Gardening, but there is nothing more fruitful. Literally, that is.
Okay. Εγώ θα βγάλει τώρα
There
μόνο
wasn't anywhere
το
to
χειμώνα,
plant
ξέρω εγώ.
seeds in the old ward, and someone would have just stolen the crops if I did. It really is a new day here.
Είναι πολύ χρήσιμο να ξέρεις έτσι να φτιάχνεις φυτά, ρε φίλε, γιατί πες θα έρθει το απόκαλυψη. Κάποιος θα πρέπει να κάνει το λαχανόκηπο αυτό, το να φυτέψει. Να κάνει τη φάρμα. Ποιος θα τα κάνει όλα αυτά, άμα δεν έχεις τις βασικές γνώσεις για να κάνεις ένα φυτόριο.
I love that smell.
You're fucking doomed.
Our community's strong, but that's easy with so few of us. The problems will come when we get bigger.
You remind me of Brad too.
Okay.
Oh, that Cass is a sweet girl. I ought to pay her a visit. Society's how we get stronger. Ain't much progress or innovation when everyone's looking out for their own.
Okay.
I just wish we knew more about the past, you know? So we don't make the same mistakes in the future. You know what I love about Jacob there?
Who?
He don't see the sea. He sees the flower.
Ooh.
Scarcity ain't the problem folks think it is.
I love it.
It's the fear of scarcity we gotta worry
I
about.
used to walk there.
The Wanderer didn't save the world by
No,
themselves,
I
you
don't
know?
think I could do it
They
again.
had the whole war to support them.
Okay. You talk too much.
I don't know what's gotten into Ford's head. That man cannot stay in one place. Ugh.
Ay, ay, ay.
You think
Jeez, that's fucking scared me.
really gone?
Dragon Hearts. Πώς θα πάρουμε Dragon Hearts περισσότερα, δεν θυμάμαι. Εγώ νόμιζα ότι τα έπαιρνες με το simulacrum.
Going out there. Know that we got your back.
Thanks, sis.
Really gone?
This town is a beacon of hope. We all try to make it that way.
Find joy where we can while we can.
Now, Whisperers knows what is important in life. He's worth talking to. Did I tell you how Lily and I met?
No.
We scraped by in the old ward, but it turned out we were both hoarding seeds for the future.
Να το είδες. Μπορείς να βρεις μέχρι και το άλλο σου μισό
There's anything
στο
more
Apocalypse.
worth doing than gardening. You are literally enriching the future.
And you made a kid?
Bo does not have faith in himself, but he cares about people. And that is all that matters in my book. It is a community, you know?
Okay.
We grow food
Yeah.
because that is what we love. Others focus on what they do best too. Stay focused on the task at hand and you will achieve great
You ever
things,
climbed to the
traveler.
top of that tower in the
Thanks.
city? So beautiful.
Listen, I know Bo cares for her,
Everything.
Do you
but he has to think about what Clem
go
wants
there and
to.
show me?
Μιλάνε όλοι μαζί όμως και αυτό δεν μ' αρέσει. Αυτό δεν ανοίγει εδώ, έτσι. Άρα πρέπει ίσως να προχωρήσουμε στα quest. Α,
You think the rooter?
γιατί νομίζω ότι είδα όμως κάποιον εδώ. What the fuck, δεν μπορεί να είναι μόνο αυτή ρε φίλε.
While we can.
Α, να, έχει σκάλα. Alright, yeah. Αυτό είναι εδώ. Oh, are you okay? Jesus. Ίσως αν τον ξυπνούσαμε. Όχι.
You think?
Α, και μένουν εδώ κι εγώ εδώ πάνω θα έμενα. Έτσι, σε κουκέτ. Α, κοιμούνται ρε. Hello. Οκ. Δεν μπορούμε να πάμε εκεί. Αλλά ίσως μπορούμε... Oh, fuck. Damn it.
Audrey, I've
Έχω ανεβαίνει και από πουθενά αλλού. Έχει και εδώ σκάλα. Wait. Θα τα ψάξουμε όλα γιατί την άλλη φορά δεν τα είχαμε δει. Τουλάχιστον να έχουμε κάνει full εξερεύνηση. Οκ. Και μετά εκείνη η πέτρα ακριβώς στη μέση τη βάλανε. Hello guys.
Hey there, friend.
Whoa.
What's on your mind, traveler?
How old is the world?
Old as teeth, friend. Old as teeth. Everything we know comes from Founder Ford. That title don't come from nowhere. He was there at the start. When the world ended, about 120 years ago, give or take a decade,
120
Ford
χρόνια.
and some survivors took shelter in old Ward 13 over there. Don't know how many wards there were, but they were all part of something called the Dreamer Project that went bad. Real bad.
Okay, how could Ford been alive for 120 years then?
Rumors. Some say he made a deal with the root, and that's why he's so hell-bent on stopping him.
Deal with the
Some say
devil?
he was experimented on in the Dreamer Project. Some say he found some kind of magic out there in the years when he was traveling the worlds. Truth is, nobody knows. Maybe
Magic,
not even
eh?
Ford himself. Personally, I think Ford's just tough as dirt and refuses to die.
Nah. What was the Dreamer Project?
Ford and Clementine are the only ones what really know, and they don't like to talk about it. But old Reggie's got a gift for collecting stories, and I've gleaned a few things. At the wards, see, they connected people to machines that made them dream about other worlds. But these worlds were real, and the dreamers were seeing through the eyes of someone that lived there. Sounds like a bridge too far, don't it? It did for me too. At least until I met Clementine.
Wait. If the founder's still around, why isn't he in charge?
Story's pretty long, friend. Let me know if you get tired of the telling.
No.
After the world fell, see, Founder Ford carried the whole burden of what happened on his shoulders. Tell the truth, I don't think he ever put that burden down.
What did he do?
At first, nothing. He pressed on with the work of helping others survive. If you ask me, that was the best thing he could have done. And it never should have stopped. Maybe he wouldn't have if Evelyn hadn't. See, Evelyn was his wife, and she was something special. She could hear the root, see what they saw. At first, she thought she was going insane. But then she started using it, spying on the dead wood. And she saw something coming. Something big.
What did she see?
She saw a monster, something the ward, the whole city couldn't handle. And only one way out. She communed with the root, I guess you'd call it. Melded her mind to theirs and drove the monster off. But the root swallowed her, body and mind, until there was nothing left of Evelyn Ford.
What?
Her husband lost it then. He left the ward for months, sometimes years at a time, wandering the worlds trying to find something, anything that could stop the root. And one day he just didn't come back.
Oh, wow. But he's back now. What happened with the
Well,
ward?
now my story's not through yet. The Fords, they had a daughter, Nadine. She was maybe 17 when her mother disappeared. Too young to run the ward, but when her pa was gone, folks would ask her their questions instead.
What?
Then one day, she was just in charge of everything. Nadine had her own daughter, Ellen, who really made us who we are today. Commander Ellen Ford inherited her mother's pragmatism, her grandfather's doggedness, and her grandmother's willingness to make hard choices. So whenever someone showed up, dehydrated, starving, half mad from loss, she took them in, taught them a trade in medicine and supplies, gave them a family.
Wow. Άρα ήταν η μητέρα της Ellen. Η κόρη του Ford, αυτού που ψάχνουμε την Clementine μαζί. A trade in medicine supplies, that's kind of specific.
So you were paying attention. I owe a lot to Ellen Ford, and we all do. When I miss her something fierce, let me tell you.
They saved you. They saved your ass. How was Clementine involved in the Dreamer Project?
She was one of the dreamers.
What?
If you could believe it. The only one still alive, as far as I can tell. She says she got sucked out somehow, dragged into her dream world before the root came to Earth. I don't understand it much. I reckon she don't either. But she found herself in a place called Reesum, a world covered in snow and inhabited by giant intelligent rats. Don't know how she survived, but I imagine it has to do with those powers of hers.
Wait.
Hey, that's the story I still haven't gotten out of her.
Is this the DLC? I've seen her in action. It's unbelievable what she can do.
Sure is. But power like that don't come without a cost. I can only imagine what it must take out of her to control.
Άρα ήταν σαν εκείνο που σκοτώσαμε στο 1, Dreamer. Dreamer δεν ήταν και εκείνο το παιδί. Απλά ήταν κακός Dreamer, ξέρω. Ήταν evil. Why did you move out of the old world then?
Well, about 20 odd years ago, we had almost nothing left. Trapped in Ward 13 with nowhere to go and the route getting worse all around us. Then this stranger wanders in out of the storm, makes friends, picks up some gear, and damned if they don't take the fight to the route. I still don't know if that wanderer was crazy or brave or both, but they did it. They beat the route, and things got better day by day. Once it seemed safe to live outside again, Commander Ford made plans to build this town here.
Okay. How did this wanderer beat the route?
The wanderer was on a mission from the start.
Yeah.
Said something about getting to the tower on the old atoll out there.
Yeah, the
Sounded
mama.
crazy the first time I heard it, but turns out that tower was one of the old wards. The wanderer's path wasn't easy though. Our wanderer had to track down Founder Ford just to find a way in, and that meant following him straight.
Άλλος λοχαλίζει απίστευτα. What was in the tower? Ήταν εκείνος ο κακός που ήθελε την καρδιά της βασίλισσας.
Just you wait. I'm getting to that.
I'm getting to that.
Ford had seemed to gotten himself mixed up in another world's affairs.
Oh,
helping
damn.
a rebellion out here.
Yeah.
And he was imprisoned for it. Now, no one here knew that, but the Root Mother knew. And that's who our wanderer left to see. The Root Mother's got a story all her own, and I don't know half of it. Before she was the Root Mother, she was Evelyn Ford.
What?
That's right. The Founder's wife.
Yeah.
Bound herself to the root, she did. And it changed her. Turned her into something else. But when the Wanderer showed up,
Spoiler.
she pulled herself out. The Root Mother, or whatever she called herself after that, sent our Wanderer down a trail of sorrow, at the end of which was the Founder himself. The Wanderer freed him and used his knowledge to get into the tower.
Ακριβώς. Destroy the last dreamer, the evil dreamer.
Or what we thought was the last dreamer anyway. It did weaken the root for a time, but I guess that weren't the whole story.
Oh, got him. What's the rest of the story? How did the water stop the root? Tell me.
So the dreamer was dead. The storm subsided, but the root, they were still around. Then Founder Ford tells us about the oldest war, the first one, where the Dreamer Project began. He hoped there might be some clue there as to why the Deadwood was still coming to our world. So our wanderer goes a-hunting.
Again.
Oh, they found more than even old Ford bargained for.
What? What did they found? The root were there, weren't they? At the old world?
You ain't wrong. Place was full of doors, and I'm not talking about the quiet humankind. One of these doors led to the world of Reesum, where the wanderer found Clementine.
Αυτό το Reesum δεν παίξαμε. Με το DLC.
Nobody else could have opened. And inside, I hate to admit it, but I don't know what they found inside. All I know is the root stopped coming when the wanderer and Clementine were through. They'd done it. Saved the whole damn world.
Okay. That's quite a story.
Just making sense of things. Stories make us who we are. If we don't share them, don't learn from them, we're just bouncing around in the dark.
Tell me more about Ellen Ford.
She was a force, that woman. Founder Ford came back once. Did I mention that? Almost 60 years ago, right after his daughter Ellen's mother passed away. Ellen couldn't have been more than 18 at the time, but she told him the war didn't need him. Didn't have room for some legend who was just as likely to leave as to lead. I reckon Founder Ford saw the wisdom of that, because a while later, he left again and didn't return for a long time. When he finally did, he wasn't leading us no more. He was content to leave the war in better hands. Ellen's hands.
Ellen's hands. What happened to Commander Ellen?
well, she fell sick some time ago.
And became the root mother.
Most of us have lost folks without any chance to say goodbye. But we got that with Ellen. Why, she even made things right with her grandfather before the end, or so I hear. The two of them together put Bo in charge of the ward. No one was more surprised about that than Bo. But you know what? He's the right man for the job. Ain't no one loves the ward, loves these people more than the kid who was raised by him. He's gonna do all right.
Γι' αυτό όταν την είχαμε βρει στην πρώτη αποστολή, ξέρω εγώ, τη root mother και τη σώσαμε, ήρθε μετά στο ward. Έτσι. Και νομίζω μας έδινε την καρδιά με το simulacrum αυτή. Σαν ανταλλαγή. Okay, I don't have any more questions. Let me see your wares.
Let's see what we got going on here.
Τι πουλάει αυτός? Δαχτυλίδι. Worn Admiral's Ring. All damage received is increased by the... Oh, all damage dealt is increased. Αλλά θα παίρνω και περισσότερο damage. Fires... Έχει πολλά δαχτυλίδια. What? Paris Needle. Regenerates 10 mod power. Pay magic suffuse every part of our being, from our skin to our hair to the blood that runs within our veins. It's a part of us, as we are a part of our world, the magic of chaos and creation. So it is true that there is no God but ourselves. Ισχύει. Αυτό increases fire rate για 20 δεύτερα and melee speed. Είναι σαν adrenaline shocks. The contents of the syringe shimmer like liquid gold. As the needle pierces your skin, a burst of warmth spreads throughout your veins, quickening your pulse and sharpening your reflexes. Your shoots fly faster and truer, and your strikes connect with a satisfying swift. Okay, αλλά μόνο 20 δεύτερα, ρε φίλε. Βάλ' το 2 λεπτά, ξέρω εγώ. Sure, this may give you a quick burst of speed and power, but relying on it alone is a recipe for disaster. Success requires a long-term plan, taking into account strengths, weaknesses, hard work, and dedication. This may give you a temporary edge, but its impact ultimately depends on how it is used. Αυτό κάνει reduce incoming damage while using a relic. Δεν έχουμε relic όμως. Reduce stagger. Upon injection, the body is fused with a burst of adrenaline. Αυτό είναι το adrenaline. A confidence booster, more like liquid courage in a needle. You are not fooling anyone with that. Πες το σε σιρίγγα. Black tar, fire burning damage. Και αυτές οι βόμβες θα ήταν πολύ ωραίες. Να έχουμε έτσι grenades στυλ. Αλλά από ό,τι είδα και με το όπλο, όταν είχαμε grenade, δεν λειτουργούν. Π.χ. άμα είναι στο νερό, τα monsters δεν λειτουργούν. Είναι λίγο σπασμένα. Explodes at a 5 meter almost radius, dealing 45 damage. Και applies tard. Tard είναι για fire και burning damage ίσως. There's one thing all manner of drowned critter and monsters share a fright of, and that thing is flame. Άρα είναι περισσότερο για critters. My sweet drown have learned to use it to their advantage even before the creatures came. Oh, I sometimes wish they hadn't seen what with where it got to them. Ενώ το Brightstone, grenade και αυτό, favored long ago by Pan. Now fully grown, the young rebels learned quickly that all things can be fashioned into weapons. Και pipe bomb. Για bleeding pipe bomb. When it comes to dealing with a crowd of fruit bastards, nothing beats the satisfaction of lighting up the night sky with a well-placed pipe bomb. Αυτό δεν θα κάνει σοβαρό damage. 250 scraps. The encryption leads, τι γράφει? Literally impossible. Damn, the one ring that will rule them all. This bomb will likely belong to someone who enjoyed making life harder for themselves. It's a wonder this thing is even holding together. I wouldn't be surprised if it disintegrated into dust as soon as it hit the ground. Good luck getting more than a handful of scrap for it. If even that. Όχι, αυτό δεν αξίζει καν να το βάλεις. Αλλά αυτό increases fire damage, άμα έχεις για fire build θα είναι καλό νομίζω. A circular blaze. Είναι σαν να έχει melting κάτι μέσα. Κουνιέται. Seems to be constantly flickering and dancing around its surface. The warmth it emanates can be felt through the fingertips. Not sure where the humans would be without fire. We would have died out a long time ago. To think something so destructive became key to our survival? Our ingenuity has saved us time and time again. Ενώ αυτό κάνει shock damage. Έχουμε ήδη το άλλο για shock, οπότε θα μπορούσαμε να ξεκινήσουμε ένα shock build. Άμα βάλουμε και το ring, ξέρω. Colors swirl within this surprisingly lightweight ring. Its surface occasionally flashes like lightning. Nothing more tranquil than a rainstorm. When you come so close to losing your gold, you realize how precious the feel of rain and rumble of thunder is. The people here are worth fighting for, and so is the planet we call home. Αυτό κάνει acid damage. Sickly green. Pulling place and leaking from others. It emits strangely fragrant chemical odor. It's not pleasant to talk about, but many of our initial efforts to fight the root resulted in collateral damage. Of course, we tried biochemical weapons. The things look like walking trees, for crying out loud. Worst part is, it wasn't even effective, at least not against the root. Άρα αυτό δεν κάνει στα roots damage το acid, είναι περισσότερο για ανθρώπους, enemies, like. A ring of phantom pain, missing health is converted to 10 grey health per second. Reduces grey health regeneration by 90%. The central gem is absent yet the ring's design almost makes you feel like it's still there. Όντως λείπει το πετράδι από τη μέση. This reminds me of an old friend, John or Jack, or was it Ismail? Anyways, he told me, in this world you've got found a place where you belong, even if it means making your own heaven here on earth. Πολύ απλό δαχτυλίδι. Και αυτό εδώ, old metal tool. The handle of this metal object has a reassuring weight to it, while the solid base looks like it could withstand a lot of wear and tear. While its purpose is uncertain, it appears to be a sturdy and reliable tool. What? Ίσως το χρησιμοποιήσει εκεί για το χώμα αυτό. Wait, δεν κάνει τίποτα, δεν είναι δαχτυλίδι. Seems like whoever crafted this meant to last through the ages, withstanding the test of time. Αυτό πρέπει να το αγοράσουμε, guys. Δεν ξέρω τι θα κάνει, αλλά πρέπει να το αγοράσουμε. Σίγουρα θα ξεκλειδώνει κάτι, σίγουρα θα κάνει κάτι. Και μετά ammo boxes. Yeah.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. Nudge the old man. Excuse me?
Well, hey, get away from my stew!
Hey, hello, do we know each other?
What? No, of course not. Never seen you before in my life.
In my life?
I just figure you're you.
Wait.
You know? And I'm me, and that's where we are. So, what can old Mudtooth do?
You are the Mudtooth? Oh, can I ask you some questions about the thqnordic?
Careful now. My answers are known to lead to more questions.
Okay. What can you tell me about yourself? What can you tell me about this town first?
Call it. Back in my day, a place like this wouldn't be considered much more than a camp or a bivouac.
Is he?
You might call it.
It's a camp.
This ain't no town. Not yet.
At least.
But it is a fine place to set up camp.
Okay.
I lived by myself for years, see? Had myself a what you calls it, a hockapatopter. That thing.
What?
Fly to the moon and back. It could. Anyway, I was living by myself when my boy Bravis showed up saying we should move on. Told me it wasn't safe for me to be living like I've been living no more. He told me about this place. Got some nice people here. Took some getting used to. Being around folks again.
Alright, alright. Are you from Texas? What's the story with Brabus?
Well, Brabus, he's my son. 'Twere his idea to come join this little shanty town.
Oh, okay.
Not a bad idea it was, neither. He's over yonder.
Yeah, it's
at
like
the
Alexandria
hidden
from
if
Walking
you're
Dead.
Looking to find him. Not much of a talker, though, that one. Guess he didn't get his old man's gift for gab, eh?
Τρελάρας. Okay, what can you tell me about yourself then?
Quite a bit, stranger. The name's Mudtooth. And ain't nobody been around longer or seen more than I have. Except maybe old Ford, of course. But that old mudder cheats. Anyway, he hardly tells any of his stories. Only 3 reasons why folks come to see me. And that's my stories or my stew. Yeah. So youngin', what'll it be?
Ήταν και στο ένα αυτός, εκεί πέρα στο ελικόπτερο, τι ήταν αυτή ένα... όχι ελικόπτερο, ένα λεωφορείο νομίζω. Γιατί και στο ένα έκανε κάποιος στου και έλεγε don't touch my stew. You said there were 3 reasons people came to see you. What's the third?
That's so? Huh. Did I tell you about the stories yet?
Yeah, that and the stew.
That one too, eh? Well, that's it, ain't it? My stories and my stew. Listen, you sure I said there were 3 reasons? 'Cause there's only 2, and that's certain.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Only 2 reasons folks come to see old Mudtooth, and you know both of them. I'm pretty sure your memory's slipping.
Okay, can you tell me a story then?
You bet your apple I can, but these ain't just stories, stranger.
Okay.
They're objective retellings of legitimate occurrences what you wouldn't believe.
Okay.
Now, where to start? Let me tell you what those folks were up to in that atoll, that Ward 10 and 7.
Oh.
That was where they did their experimenting, see? They made weapons for the USA. That's what this land was called back then. And the root, you see, they were cloned. Yes, sir. They found root D and A trapped in red amber, and they done built themselves an army. This army
Well, goddamn.
got out of hand and turned against them. Couldn't tell the difference between the Usanayans and whatever else there was.
USA.
Pretty good weapon, if you ask me. Nigh on slaughter the whole damn world. Makes you think, though, what else were them Usanayans capable of? Maybe it's for the best they ain't around no more.
Maybe. Είναι σαν το Fallout που έχει World 1, World 4, World 7, World 13.
This one's 100% true.
Okay.
It's about the time my own damn son left me to die.
Another story.
Don't worry, I'm still here, ain't I? Or he went to get some grub for us or whatever, I don't know. Point is, I was alone in the darkened woods with nothing but my rifle. We was on our way from the city to our new home in the ward here, carrying all my earthly possessions and all that, and Brabus, he up and leaves me in the middle of the night.
Oh no.
I was attacked. 20, no, 50 dead wood come crashing through the trees.
Damn.
We thought they was all dead and gone.
They were zombies.
They were just waiting for old Mudtooth to leave his helio chopper. Now,
Να, το είπα εγώ, το
I may be an
ελικόπτερο.
old mudder, but I ain't no pushover. I blasted them down, left and right, laughing all the time. I was winning.
What the...
Until something snuck up on me and concustipated me upside the head. I don't mind telling you, I thought I was done for. Then a growling starts. Deadwood back off, and I look up to see a dog there tearing them apart, literal limb from non-metaphorical limb. We fought the rest off together, that dog and I thought to myself, Now there's a mutter what's got some teeth. Turns out he just wanted some of my stew.
Μου θυμίζει εκείνο το meme με το NPC που λέει I saw 3 girls walking down the street. I told them, hey girls, where are you going down? There's nothing down there. And they just flew away. It seemed it was just birds. Τρελός.
Here's a good
Another story.
I tell you, I once sailed across that ocean to that old rusted tower. It was after that wanderer came through here and cleared out the storm. Old Mudtooth's crazy, you know, but I
ain't
stupid. I tell you, I saw things down there that you ain't never seen in your life.
Oh god damn, tell me. The Bigfoot?
That rusted place was just machinery and roots twisting every which way, like the root themselves had built it. But they didn't. No, that old place was called Ward 10 and 7. You can see it plastered all over, and it was built by humans. By the folks Ford himself used to serve, if you can believe that. Oh, he'll deny it, I'm sure. But all them electronicals they got down there are the same damn things you'll find in old Ward 10 and 3. That place, I know he found it. He's the founder after all. What were they up to down there? Now that's the question. I heard some answers myself, but I don't know if I believe them. There's a story for another time.
Okay. There's another story?
Ah, here's a good one. I ever tell you the secret behind my stew?
No.
Well, I ain't gonna. But I will tell you how it came to be, yeah? The original recipe comes from my ma, of course.
Mama.
But that ain't the end of the story. My mom made a fine stew, but it weren't nothing to go tell tales about. Not until the day me and the Crazy Eight got ourselves trapped in one of them old, medieval, meditating,
What the? Nudge him.
I'm telling you, there weren't no horse.
Κοιμήθηκε.
Huh? Oh, right. Anyways,
What the
my
hell?
mom made a fine stew, but it weren't nothing to tell tales about. Not until the day me and the Crazy Eight got ourselves trapped in one of them old medieval meditating.
Something.
We was trapped in one of them medicinal compounds full of pharmaceuticals and whatever you call them. And I had nothing but a dead coney and an onion on my belt, which weren't good for much but were the style at the time. So we scrounged for ingredients. Well, them hospitalities ain't no good for food, but they do have some pretty mean spices lying around if you know what you're doing, which I do.
Okay.
That night was the best stew any of us ever had in our lives. Kept us going for days until finally the dead wood outside got bored and took off. And that, friend, is the same stew I make today.
Okay.
I even use the same ingredients as them back in
And
the
a little bit of spit. There.
Better even.
Ugh. Would you eat that, guys? His stew? I mean, ugh. Another story?
Don't think I told you this one yet.
He has
You met
one.
my boy Brabus yet? He's a handful, that one.
Πόσες ιστορίες έχει?
Got into a scrap when he was 5, he did. Knocked down a boy had to be, twice his age. And 3 to 6 times his height, at least.
At least.
Well, that boy's pa didn't take it none too well. And this pa, phew, like a pair of fists with leg bones. That boy's pa wanted to take some skin out of me for it. Now, I ain't proud of what I did next, but oh, who am I kidding? I wouldn't be telling you if I weren't proud, now would I? But, like I taught Brabus, say as I do as I say. And anyways, I couldn't back down from a fight. Not in front of the Crazy Eight. Come to think of it, that's probably how Brabus got the way he is.
Crazy Eight. Breaking Bad.
He could have crushed my head between market and roast beef, but I aimed to win, not fight fair. I pointed at nothing at all behind him, then smooshed a scoop of mud straight into his mouth. Then, while he was a-spitting and a-sputtering, I hit him hard. So hard that when he fell, my muddy hand came away with 3 of his teeth in it. And that, friend, is the true story of how I got the name Mudtooth.
Okay, that was a good one.
You won't believe this one.
Another one?
But you should. You've been introduced to that girl Clementine.
Yeah.
Powerful woman she is.
Yes, she is.
But she weren't always so. She's near as old as Ford is, if you can believe it. Even older than my old bones. How about it? Those two have a lot in common, including traveling to other worlds.
Yeah, she's an experiment.
You see, she was born on Earth, but Clementine spent 100 years on a snow world called Resome. They call it that on account of some you read and some you don't. Anyway, what was she doing all that time? Training. See, Resome's full of giant talking rats. They got warrior rats.
Έγινε Skywalker.
Rats, and even mystic rats. Clementine, she learned under the tutelage of a 2-headed mystic named Sebum. Taught her everything she knows. She don't talk about it, of course, on account of Sebum's a wanted man. Rat, I guess. But it's God's own truth. I met the man myself, Rat.
Okay. Can you tell me another one? Damn.
There's a good one. There's an old man what lives at the center of a maze. Or does he live at the gate to the maze? I don't matter. This old man sees everything. And I don't mean like he can see whatever he wants when he wants. I mean, he sees everything all at once. That ain't all. The old man in the maze is a maker. The maze, see, is like a spider web full of doors, stretching its threads every which way. And this watcher man sits at the center. And he don't just watch. He makes. Where there ain't a door, he makes one. And then he makes what's on the other side of it, too. Ho, I can see on your face you ain't buying it. But I tell you, this earth of ours is just one door in a dozen hundred.
Okay.
And if this maze watcher decides he wants some place to end, all he got to do is snap a thread and poof, no more door, no more world.
What? Αυτό τώρα ήταν πολύ Illuminations, open-minded. Another one.
This one's 100% true.
Okay, let's hear it.
I was on a scrounge with the Crazy Eight. That was my gang back in the day.
Το ήξερα.
We came across this old
Συμμορίτες.
hospital, see? Folks were holed up in the basement, trapped there for God knows how long. But the root, the root,
Oh man, are you awake?
Right, I was saying, but the root had found those folks same time we did. Now the Crazy Eight, they were all for running. We got 88 problems, they'd say, and dead folks ain't one of them. But not me. I knew those folks needed help. Also, knew they had food and meds. So I fought for them, tooth and nail. Literally a-biting and a-chewing the damn deadwood off me. When it was over, the Crazy Eight come up to me, and I just smile at them, with root bits stuck all over my teeth. Looked like mud, they said. There you go, Mudtooth. Name stuck ever since.
Okay, Μας λέει τις ίδιες ιστορίες νομίζω με διαφορετικό τρόπο.
You'll like this one.
Και άλλοι.
Long time ago, when I was just 10 years old or so, I moved to a place called Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary was true to its name.
The Walking
It
Dead
was a place
Sanctuary.
where folks came to be free from the dead wood, to protect each other. A lot like this place. Boy, Sanctuary had everything. Folks there had working engines and roads filled with fruit trees. But Sanctuary had this one thing I ain't never seen since. They called them movers, and I can still see them in my mind. See, they'd hook up this battery, right? Only it weren't storing power, but stories. They'd hook it up to a wheel and a light, and bam! Whole worlds just show up on the wall. Talking rabbits and stuttering pigs and this one real surly duck. Maybe it's something like Ford's old crystals. Except you couldn't walk into the movers. Believe me, I tried. Nah, they just played for you, sound and all. Transporting you to another place.
Damn.
Maybe that's where I got my love of stories, huh? Huh. Never really thought about it till now.
Damn. Του ξυπνήσουμε το τρίτο μάτι.
Stop me if I told you this one already.
Okay.
You want to know the truth about young Bo over there?
Ah, you didn't tell me.
The boy ain't all that young. I mean, sure, he ain't nothing to old Mudtooth, but ain't a lot of folks around who remember him as a boy no more. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you.
Boy, Bo.
Ward, he made a deal with the Wanderer. Don't believe me? It was Bo who met the Wanderer at Old Ward 10 and 3. And it was Bo who took him over to that Ward goose egg, the one where the root started. And he won't admit it, but it was Bo what rescued Clementine and shut the door on the dead wood for good. The boy's more than he tells, and a good deal more than he knows.
Okay.
Why else would folks around here put him in charge of everything?
Τώρα με κάνει να θέλω να παίξω το ένα πάλι. Για να πάρουμε και τα DLCs να το τερματίσω full δηλαδή. Another story.
Well, now I appreciate a listener as good as any, but
Yeah.
Mudtooth can't talk forever. Let me rest a spell and see how I feel later.
Oh shit. I'd like to see your wares.
Stew is looking good and smelling even better.
Damn. Τον εξαντλήσαμε. Mad Tooth Tonic. Increase max health by 20, like 60 minutes. Πολύ καλό. Instant effect after death also. Πολύ καλό. Increase max stamina επίσης. Verdant Tea. Να το διαβάσουμε. The strong odor emanating from this drink is enough to make you feel dizzy. Listen up, traveler. If you're looking for a drink that will put a spring in your step and strip the paint of a barn door, you struck gold with this one. And nothing finer out here in these parts. Mad Tooth Stew. The stew appearance is quite opaque, with a thickened brown texture that keeps its contents a mystery. However, the potent medicinal scent emanating from it suggests that it's not ordinary stew. Sit down now and let me tell you something. I got else to spin a stew to serve, and this ain't no ordinary stew, mind ya. I reckon the recipe for this here concoction came to me in a vision, or was it a dream? Either way, it's a mighty powerful palate pleasure. Okay. Το Verdant Tea κάνει increase stamina recovery. Ενώ το άλλο απλά σου μεγαλώνει το stamina. A vibrant emerald hued brew that exudes a delicate invigorating aroma of fresh herbs and botanics. I was skeptical at first about this so-called stamina boosting tea, but I must admit it's become a part of my daily routine. All I know is that a cup of it makes for refreshing pick-me-up any time of day. Louisa. If you haven't tried... είναι σαν τσάι κάπως. Ωραίο, πολύ ωραίο. Μου θυμίζει στρεψίλς, actually. Να πίνεις στρεψίλ σε τσάι. Εκείνα τις κίτρινες, τις lemon καραμέλες. Dark Cider, increase health by 660. Okay. Stamina by 666. Όλα 666, like 60 minutes. And will stay in effect. Έπρεπε να το βάλω και 66 minutes. This is no drink for a horse. The label on the bottle bears a recognizable symbol. Wait, recognizable? Είναι το symbol του Remnant αυτό. Όχι, δεν είναι. What the fuck is it? Μου θυμίζει μια μάσκα από το 1. Hitting at some arcane significance, the barely legible text on the label adds to the mystique with only the words "not alone." Okay. Standing out, leaving the rest shrouded in mystery. Αλλά μόνο ένα λέει μπορείς να βάλεις. Concoction. Increase movement speed. Εντάξει. Καλύτερα θα έβαζα αυτό εδώ εγώ. Increase health, stamina και movement speed. Παρά να βάλω αυτό. Chilled steam, you say? I'm sorry, but I'm not buying it. That's just water in a fancy bottle with a made-up name. Μπορεί, πολλοί το κάνουν αυτό. Και καλά αγοράζεις τις φίρμες και τις μάρκες, αλλά είναι η ποιότητα χειρότερη και από τα πιο φθηνά. The drinking bottle adorned with intricate designs and a hint of opaqueness conceals the contents within. The liquid sparks like crystal, and as it glides down your throat, it invigorates your senses with a burst of icy coolness. Okay. Ενώ αυτό, bark extract increases armor. Ooh. This bottle contains a deep red liquid that emanates an eerie glow as if infused with some otherworldly energy. Suspended within the liquid is a twisted piece of bark, adding to the unsettling and creepy appearance of this mysterious concoction. Personally, I can't fathom why anyone would willingly ingest the root, but there must be something to it if people are actually willing to do it. Πίνουνε το root, τρώνε το root επίσης για regeneration. What the fuck are they doing? Και strong drink reduces encumbrance by 10. Είναι αυτό. A dark amber liquid fills the bottle, swirling with hints of golden brown. With each gulp, you feel invigorated as though you can take on the world. Your muscles tense, and you feel a newfound strength in your limbs. Drinking this is like taking a load off your shoulders, both mentally and physically. It's like lifting the weight of the world from your mind and replacing it with a warm, comforting buzz. But you can't deny that once the drink wears off, the physical weight comes crashing back down on you. Heavier than before. Okay, εγώ θα έλεγα ή αυτό εδώ αξίζει. 30 armor είναι αρκετά καλό. Θα ήθελα 60 armor, αλλά ή αυτό εδώ το Dark Cider ή το Bark Extract, guys, θα έβαζα. Only one concoction. Max Stamina ή Max Health. Yeah. Και μετά είναι και αυτό εδώ, Regenerates 1 Health per second. What? Root water. Wait. Και αυτό είναι πολύ καλό. What the fuck? Και κάνουν όλα 500. Έλα ρε. Transcribe freshly suck houses a softly glowing liquid inside. The double... Θυμίζει την καρδιά κάπως. Double sprouts at the top invite you to take not one but two hearty drink. Oh, έχει σαν 2 καλαμάκια. Uncertain what advantage the corruption plant-like composition provides. Perhaps it is not a matter of durability but self-sufficiency. To thrive where no other life seems possible. Okay. Ή αυτό ή bark extract τελικά. Μέχρι στιγμής. Reduces erectile sway, spread and gun recoil. Αυτό δεν μου αρέσει. Tranquility font, the viscous liquid slows leisurely within the bottle. Ugh. There are those who think the Fae incapable of peace, yet tranquility is indeed our highest goal. Some seek it in nature, others in death, whether that of themselves or others. All paths to peace and equal and valid. Are equal and valid. Και αυτό είναι old whistle. This looks to be a whistle of sorts, yet no sound emerges when it's blown. It's almost as if its purpose lies in something beyond our auditory. Wait, και αυτό και το άλλο κάνουν 1500 είναι πανάκριβα. Θα σου πω 3.000 scraps για να πάρεις δύο πράγματα που δεν ξέρεις σε τι θα χρησιμεύσουν. I haven't laid my eyes on one of these in years. Back when I was in the military, these little gadgets proved to be mighty handy. This looks to be a whistle of sorts, yet no sound emerges when it's blown. It's almost as if its purpose lies in something beyond our auditory senses. Είναι ίσως κλειδί, guys, για να ξεκλειδώσω κάτι. Οκ. Άρα πρέπει να το πάρω και αυτό και το άλλο που είναι ίσως για το χώμα. Αυτός εδώ ανακατεύει, ανακατεύει. No, sorry.
Back before the root was gone, I cooked whatever I could find. Like, whatever I could find.
Oh, rats? You mean roaches and rats?
Yeah. Ain't a bug I haven't tried cooking.
Yeah.
The trick is forgetting what's in your mouth.
Ugh.
You ever tried eating paper?
Paper?
No, me neither. There's something Alice ain't telling me. She don't like the way I cook, but she won't do it herself. My old gang, now they love my cooking.
Okay.
Or, I guess they love that I was willing to do it.
Γι' αυτό συμμορήτης.
Alice is a great cook. When she bothers to do it, Dale, now he knows where to find the good rats.
Oh,
Ain't
man.
nothing better than a freshly cooked rat.
Damn.
I kind of just fell
Or
into
dogs.
chefing. In my old gang, no one else wanted to do it. But you gotta eat.
Okay. Are you gonna make something now?
Only stopped by. Brought some more vegetables for the stew.
God, tell me it ain't more radishes.
Okay, I guess I'd leave.
Oh, thank God for Jacob and Lily. We'd have nothing to eat without that garden of theirs. Except, of course, for the occasional meat. Dale brings. My cooking used to be famous in the old ward. I won awards for it. Ask anyone.
Okay.
Truth is, there weren't much competition for cooking in Ward 13. Ain't much here, neither. Tell the truth, Dwayne's cooking ain't that bad.
Okay.
He just needs a little supervision.
Τουλάχιστον δεν έχουν beef μεταξύ τους.
Dwayne doesn't know what he's doing. I just let him stir.
Get it, beef, food.
Guess those stories about the World Stone are true. You should have seen them moving it out of the old ward. I'm thankful for Dwayne there. Takes some of the pressure off me. Just don't tell him.
Okay.
I got a notion what's really in Mudtooth stew. I shouldn't say without proper evidence, though. Alice don't like me talking about what I used to cook, but, listen. If it moves, you can eat it. Oh, me? Just stirring this pot.
Oh, she left, I guess. Okay, finally, we fucking talked to every... What the fuck is this? This is a stone... Έχουμε πάει εκεί.
Oh, if you're needing armor, you should talk to Whispers. He ain't much for chatting, though.
What are you doing here?
My pa couldn't stay in one place for long. Always on the move. Root be damned, he'd say. Yeah, someday I'll move on.
Whoa.
Someday. You ever get, like a feeling, like you need some kind of change?
Yeah.
What's out there, stranger? No, you know what? Don't tell me. I'm gonna see it myself one day.
Α, θέλει να φύγει από εδώ.
It turns out stealing scraps from folk is what I was good at. Ain't much call for that now, I guess.
Okay.
Which is worse, do you think? Traveling by land or sea? Oh, hell. They're both terrifying.
Άμα πέσεις στη θάλασσα όμως, δεν μπορείς να σωθείς. και δεν ξέρεις τι μπορεί να υπάρχει στη θάλασσα. Οπότε θα έλεγα καλύτερα στη στεριά.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have guns if you're leaving town.
Yeah.
Barabbas can help. I ain't got the courage to talk to Dwell yet. That's a bit beyond me. How big could the world be, really? The sun sets, what, half a day's walk from here?
The fuck?
I saw you go in the old ward with Ford and then come back through that red stone. You seem fine. Maybe I'm just fretting for nothing.
Okay.
Some days, I think I'm lucky I lived long enough to find this town.
Oh shit.
I guess we all are.
Δεν είναι και πολύ στα καλά του αυτός. Damn. They're all indestructible. Οκ, πάμε να δούμε πάνω εδώ αν είναι ο πρώτος τυπάς που μιλήσαμε, ξέρω εγώ. Ooh, he's here.
Traveler.
Hello. Okay, you tell me about this place.
This is Earth before the root came. No, wait. After.
After the root came, what the I'm in the town.
Sorry. This is our home. Our place. Everyone's got a place. Root attacks have slowed down here some since the old days. But they're still around. I mean, you knew that.
What slowed the root?
The door was destroyed. All the doors. They can't come in no more, but they're trying. They'll never stop trying.
Okay, can you see the future?
I see things. Always have. Things I don't want to see.
Φτιάχνει puzzle.
Things no one else sees. It's the root. They're connected. We're connected through the site.
Wait, were you an experiment too? How did you get the site?
When I was a kid, I thought they were nightmares. My big brother Mark talked me through them. Things were easier with Mark. Then Mark died. And the root mother came. She was something else. Not root, not human.
Not mother.
But I was drawn to her.
It was Ellen
Ford
Ford.
didn't want me talking to her.
Yeah. Oh no, he's crazy.
Stop me.
Damn.
She told me what I was seeing. Taught me to use it. Taught me how not to use it. I'm one of the few people that misses her. Now that she's gone, my people here, they need the sight. Like you and your friend need it.
Okay. Have you seen my future?
Oh, I've seen you a bunch of times. They think about you a lot. That's how I knew where you were. And where you would be. That's how I knew I'd meet you today.
How could you know what I would choose? But the only reason we came here is because you sent Clementine to get us.
Strange, isn't it? If I hadn't told Clementine you were out there, you wouldn't be here. But I saw you here, clear as day. They saw you.
That doesn't make any sense. You said they think about me a lot. Why?
Oh, there's a lot of things coming. You're in the middle of most of them.
What?
Who the hell knows why? But it starts with Ford. I've seen it.
What do you see exactly?
I see what the root sees. Past, present, future. Worlds to be and worlds long gone.
Okay.
They see everything.
But can they see
I
you?
see in pieces. No. 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 No.
Uh-oh.
The root mother
Του βάλαμε
was the
υποψίες.
first thing she taught me to be certain about.
What is the root then?
Death and oblivion. A flaw that became perfection. The roots only want to kill, to annihilate, to silence.
To silence.
Yeah. Blessed silence. Serenity among the ashes.
But can we ever defeat the root, you think?
Everyone asks. No one wants the answer.
I want the answer.
That's what they say. It's never true. The root won't ever stop. And they can never die. When one falls,
no.
another takes its place. Always.
It's like life.
There's no time. Patience is just existence. Doors close and doors open. And the root waits behind everyone. They see only one end. The end of everything. There's no other outcome. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not what you want to hear. It never is.
Okay.
I know.
And let me see what can we craft.
Sorry. Was this the first time?
What? Δεν έχει να αγοράσουμε κάτι. Και μπορούμε να κραφτάρουμε ερωτηματικό. Orb of Undoing. Reset all spent trade points. Και έχουμε ήδη Luminites. Νάτος. Θέλουμε 1000 scraps. Oh wow, αυτό πρέπει να το κάνουμε. What is this? Damn it. Έχουμε και αυτό για regenerate. Last 30 seconds. Oh man, oh man. Γι' αυτό έλεγα το simulacrum είναι σπάνιο. Πώς το βρήκαμε τόσο γρήγορα κιόλας. Πάμε να φαρμάρουμε, guys. Πάμε να φαρμάρουμε. What is he? Δάσος. Puzzle. Πολύ δύσκολο. Άμα δεν έχει κάτι να ξεχωρίσεις. Thank you. I will come here again. Τουλάχιστον ξέρουμε τώρα τι πουλάει ο καθένας και τι κραφτάρει ο καθένας. Μπορείς να πας και πιο πάνω. Δεν είχαμε έρθει εδώ. What the fuck. Οκ. Και απλά μπορείς να δεις τα πάντα. Ο Duel. Από εδώ πάνω με διόπτρα είναι You're fucking OP, έτσι. Δεν ξέρω τώρα άμα πέσω τι θα γίνει. Και έχω την εντύπωση ότι πέφτει. Πρέπει να είμαστε πολύ προσεκτικοί πάντως στο game, γιατί δεν ήξερα ότι έχει fall damage. Γενικά. Την άλλη φορά δηλαδή με έχει νευριάσει αυτό. Που δεν μπορούσαμε να κάνουμε revive. Οκ. Εκεί κάτω πήγαμε στα παιδιά, αλλά εδώ πάνω δεν ήρθαμε. Εκεί είχαμε βρει τον Ford, άρα είναι όλα σαν φυλάκια. Και έχει μια πύλη. Και άλλη πύλη δηλαδή, όχι η μοναδική. Okay. Whoa, that's really creepy. Really cryptic. Και creepy. What the fuck? No. Θέλει κλειδί. Okay. Okay. Πρέπει να πάρουμε μία σφυρίχτρα, εκείνο το σίδερο και μία έξτρα καρδιά, guys. Νομίζω αυτά είναι must. Αν και έχουμε με τον Venom Παίζουμε με τον Viper. Επειδή έχει support build, δεν πεθαίνουμε και πολύ εύκολα. Αλλά είμαστε έτοιμοι νομίζω. Να πάμε για bosses. Κυριολεκτικά μιλήσαμε σε όλους, τα είδαμε όλα. The Red Throne έβγαλε. Adventure mode is now available. Adventure mode can be accessed from the World Stone underworld settings. Okay. You may have one campaign and one adventure mode active at all times. Use world settings to switch back and forth between campaign and adventure mode. Okay. What is that? The Red Throne. Last visited. Είχαμε πάει στο Red Throne. Ή στο Γέισα. Είμαστε campaign veteran. Δεν μ' αφήνει να επιλέξω κάτι. World settings. Reroll campaign. Create a new adventure mode. Are you looking to kill a particular boss or complete a particular quest? Adventure mode allows you to generate a shorter experience. In boss rush, test your skills by fighting through a random selection of boss. Λέμε τα εμείς αυτό παίζουμε. Adventure mode does not reset story campaign progress. Oh. Δεν κάνει reset, λέει. Γέισα. Red Throne. Δεν μου έχει κάτι ξεκλειδωμένο. Δεν έχω τίποτα. Κυριολεκτικά. Primary objectives. Okay, fast travel. Let's go. Για να δούμε μήπως εάν πάμε μόνοι μας να μιλήσουμε σε εκείνο το Red Throne character. Παρόλα αυτά δεν είδαμε πώς γίνεται να κάνουμε upgrade τη στολή και αυτά. Έτσι. Δεν μας έχει βγάλει δηλαδή κάποιο NPC να... Έχει μόνο για τα όπλα να κάνεις upgrade. Είναι λίγο παράξενο. Easy, αλλά θα μπορούσε και καλύτερα. Where is he? Come on, you guy. Come on. Τουλάχιστον προλάβαμε το hot. Αλλά μου τρώει σφαίρες. Δεν έριξε τίποτα απολύτως. Οκ. Αυτά όλα τα είχαμε διαβάσει. Ένα. What is this, ένα? What does it mean? Και από εδώ δεν είχαμε πάει. Yeah, I think so. Πώς βλέπεις για το experience? Έπρεπε να έρθουμε εδώ μέσα, δεν είχαμε τεστάρει που έχει κουτί. Ίσως μπορούσαμε να το ξανανοίξουμε στο multiplayer. Θα πρέπει να έρθουμε την άλλη φορά, σίγουρα. Λοιπόν, that's it. Και μετά απλά προχωράς στο Red Throne. Να φανταστώ εάν πας από εδώ. Τα paintings δεν τα είχαμε δει την άλλη φορά. Δείχνει στην ουσία... what happened? Και μετά ήρθαν οι εξωγήινοι και δώσανε δώρα και γεννήθηκαν τα ζώα. Scraps. Yeah, we kinda want scraps. Wait. No, είναι ανοιχτή η πόρτα, ρε. Ενώ δεν ήταν κανονικά ανοιχτή. What the fuck? Που μας σκάμαρε στο dialogue, ρε φίλε. Έλα ρε, δεν θα μάθουμε ποτέ τώρα τι... Hello? Okay. What? Και έχει πόρτες κλειδωμένες. Ρε μα γιατί είχε γίνει αυτό την άλλη φορά? I don't understand. What do I have to do? How can we talk to her? Γιατί μας σκάμαρε έτσι, ρε? Θα πρέπει να το ξαναπαίξω για να δω το dialogue. What the... No way. Is this a boss fight? What the fuck? Δεν μπορώ να κάνω τίποτα άλλο. Ούτε να δω το dialogue. Μόνο να πολεμήσω. Και πώς θα πολεμήσω δηλαδή? Μόνος μου. I don't wanna fight. So what do we do? I can't fucking do anything. No, this is not good. Έλα ρε. Κλείσε την πόρτα ξανά. Δεν το περίμενα αυτό. Ότι θα ήταν ανοιχτή η πόρτα. Γιατί δεν ξέρω τι πρέπει να κάνω τώρα. I don't know. I actually don't know. Λογικά πρέπει να σκοτώσει το boss που θα έχει εκεί πέρα. Και τι boss θα έχει. Αλλά εγώ ήθελα να φαρμάρουμε ρε φίλε. Is this a joke? Is this a fucking joke? Πώς θα πάω πίσω στο Λόντον εκεί που ήμασταν? Θα προσπαθήσω ακόμη μια φορά. Αν γίνεται να τηλεμεταφερθούμε, αλλιώς... Fuck. I don't know. Maybe some other time. Consumables. Consumables can be used to replenish ammo, heal your character or to move. Okay, you can purchase εννοείται. Ammo boxes. Use melee weapons to dispatch easier foes. Yeah, if you need more ammo boxes, talk to Reggie. Και status effects. There are many deadly status effects in the world of Remnant. Managing status effects with the appropriate curative is important. These curatives can be purchased. Επίσης, μήπως να κάνουμε join σε κάποιον άλλον. Το πατάω εντωμεταξύ και δεν λειτουργεί καν. Updating, please wait. Είναι ένας εδώ. Veteran campaign. Power level 20. Στο Ragnarok. Ή είναι ο Ragnarok? Όχι, στο Corrupted Harbor είναι. Corrupted Harbor δεν ξέρω αν έχουμε πάει. The Labyrinth δεν ξέρω αν έχουμε πάει. Corgis. Ο Avatar. Πώς έχουν τέτοια ονόματα εντωμεταξύ? Περίμενα bot names. Root Nexus. The Eon Vault. Dimitro. Ο Δημήτρης. Players 2 παίζουν εδώ. Damn it. Survivor ή Nightmare. Εντάξει, εμείς δεν το παίζουμε και στο normal. Boss Rush, αυτό είναι κλειδωμένο εντωμεταξύ. Ξενέρωσα άγρια. Oh, for fuck's sake. What can we... What do we do now? Like... I wanted to farm. Έχουμε καλά stats πάντως, 100 armor, 106. Αυτό, εγώ ήθελα να δω άμα μπορείς να κάνεις upgrade αυτά, γιατί δεν μπορείς να τα κάνεις upgrade. Τα armors. Μπορείς να κάνεις μόνο τα weapons. Class 5. Ένα, 3. Ή μπορούμε να βάλουμε 2, 2, 1, 1. 2, 2, 3. Τα Void Greaves. Αυτά είναι καλά. Αλλά χάνεις από poison. Αλλά χάνεις και armor. Όχι, δεν θα τα ξανατσεκάρω. Τα είχαμε δει νομίζω όλες τις επιλογές και έχω βάλει τα καλύτερα. Fire rate, remove. Socket, το βρήκαμε και αυτό. Και έχει εδώ άλλα 3, 6, 7 slots, δεν ξέρω τι είναι αυτά. Σαν 5α είναι πάλι 5γραμμο, evade distance, fire rate, αυτά έχουμε μόνο. Να, τι είναι το μπλε, το κόκκινο και το κίτρινο που λέγαμε. Wait, αυτά τα βρήκαμε, γιατί είναι μισοσπασμένα όμως. Socket. Mod generation. Ότι μας άνοιξε θέσεις. Άρα πρέπει να ανοίγεις και θέσεις. Remove. Movement speed. Στην ουσία μπορείς να το βάλεις σε άλλες θέσεις. Movement speed ή mods and skill cast speed. Range damage ή fire rate. Μισό λεπτό να το τεστάρουμε στο κόκκινο. Wow, το βάλαμε τώρα στο range damage π.χ. Ενώ fire rate εδώ πέρα. Οκ. Αυτό είναι base health ή evade distance. Μπορούμε να βάλουμε λίγο base health. Μπορώ να το βάλω και σε κίτρινο. What? Μπορείς να το βάλεις ό,τι θέλεις. There's no way. Mod and skill cast speed και mod generation θα βάλω. Whoa. What? This is so cool. Fragments. We need more fragments, guys. Άρα πρέπει να αγοράσω και fragments. Έλα ρε. Οκ, θα τεστάρω αυτό του. What? Look at it go. Και ρίχνεις και μετά και τις φλόγες. Αυτό το πράγμα θα κάνω. Θα ρίχνουμε το τέτοιο και μετά και φλόγες και boom. The damage is good. Πού πήγε? Και έσκασε. Wow.